So begins Red Dead Redemption 2's third chapter. Welcome back to the channel. In the last episode, in case you missed it, we wound up completing chapter 2, of course. There's a brutal argument in the background. I'm trying not to talk over it.
They left the ladies in port. And you preferred that, did you? Sometimes. Depending on the ladies. Should I say the women?
Anyway, now that seems to have settled down, last episode we wound up meeting Micah, finally, out by his camp at Strawberry. And we did a stagecoach robbery with him. Things went well. There was a lot of bloodshed, and in an alternate universe, some NPCs who were trying to complete this same challenge I'm trying to complete are now starting over from square one. It's very unfortunate. The good news is Micah did give me a Lancaster repeater, which is my favorite repeater in the game, so that was great. I don't have to buy that now. And I think that's going to stay in our rotation probably for the rest of the playthrough. I probably would have bought it beforehand, but it was locked in the gunsmith, so I was not able to. After that, we met up with John in Valentine. We did some sheep rustling. And when we went to celebrate our recent business venture by hydrating ourselves in the local watering hole with Dutch, Leviticus Cornwall showed up with a bunch of his men who were intent on killing us. There was an ensuing bloodbath in the town of Valentine. But we made it out unscathed. Given the extent of the damage, we knew we had to make a break for it. So Arthur and Charles came out to scout ahead, and we found this spot, which is Clemens Point, for our next campsite. And this will be our base of operations for this third chapter. I thought what we could do to start off is I would at least show... I might need to back up a touch. I could at least show Arthur's journal on the screen at the start of the chapters. That way, in case anybody wants to pause or anything like that and read, catch up with the action that's happened so far, they'd have an opportunity to do that. I remember at one point in chapter 2, I thumbed through this for a little bit. I'm trying to remember exactly where I stopped. I remember when I was thinking about attempting this challenge, there were a few missions in Chapter 2 that I thought would be difficult, or that I was really worried about for a run like this, one of which was, of course, the fist fight with Tommy outside of the saloon in Valentine, which that did very nearly get me killed, so I was right to be a little bit concerned about that one. Another one I thought would be tricky was going hunting with Hosea. And I just realized I've been thumbing through this chapter at a time. So that one turned out to not be too bad. That one was concerning to me because, I thought, or I was remembering back to the first time I ever died when I played this game casually, which happened when the bear jumped on top of me and ripped me apart. It was not a good time. But I was able to take that bear out without too much trouble.
How's it going?
Okay, I think this is about where I stopped off last time with the journal, so we'll go ahead and catch up to the end of chapter 2. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on any one of these pages, so feel free to pause if you ever want to read any of this. And I shut the book on accident. Evidently, I can't talk and thumb through a journal at the same time. Oh, goodness. I don't know that today's episode is going to be anything too exciting. I think we want to lay low for a little bit, ease our way into this third chapter, get our bearings again, figure out exactly what's where, what's going on, what we need to be doing. Okay, yep, that's where we went drinking with Linde. Pretty sure there's some additional debt collection type missions in this chapter we could get from Strauss. Yep, that's where we went hunting. Oh yeah, we found the first clue from one of the game's side missions, which involves tracking down a serial killer. I said at the time I can't commit to finding all the clues because it feels like an unnecessary risk given what we're trying to do here, but if I do find the clues, I'll stop and inspect them so you'll be able to see what they look like. That's different. I don't know that I ever noticed that before. The journal entries are not exactly in the same order that I did the missions. Maybe it's in the order you're quote-unquote supposed to do the missions. That brings us pretty much up to present day. So that talks about the shootout in Valentine we got taken out, or that we took out in the last episode, knocked that mission out. And then that leads up to where we left off with Charles, which was going out to find this camp location. All right, and you notice we changed clothes. We're down toward the southern part of the map where it's generally going to be much warmer. We also have a sweet fishing spot right in our backyard, so I think we'll be taking advantage of that. One thing I wanted to check, because I tried in the last chapter to craft inside of camp. I think there's a way you can do that, but I wasn't able to use the campfire in the last chapter. I want to go over here and see if that's been unlocked.
Morning, D.
Morning, Arthur.
Yep, craft, cook. Here we go. Get a sense of what I can make here. To think I've been running around this whole time without any meat in the satchel. Idiotic. Be nice if I had some additional herbs I could use to cook with, but since I don't, might as well cook what I got. My Deadeye's coming along pretty nicely if you look down in the bottom left corner. I've almost got half a ring. Obviously, I'd like to have a full ring, but I'm not going to be able to get that for quite some time. It's my health and stamina cores that need some work. Or not cores, but rings. I may have to venture out into the lake a little bit. Do a little bit of swimming close to shore. Not too far out because I don't want to drown, obviously, but that's going to be a good way to get stamina up. Short of that, it's going to be running around like a crazy person, which, let's be honest, I wouldn't put it past me. I was hoping that would happen naturally during the missions anyway, which I'm sure it has to some extent. I debated on even showing stuff like this on stream. There's a couple reasons I decided to go ahead and do it. One of which is going to be, it's supposed to be an immersive playthrough, so I thought I'd go ahead and show off everything in the game, even the stuff that's obviously not as exciting as a gunfight. But then the other piece is, in case anybody at some point comes back and says, well, you know, from one episode to the next, your inventory obviously changed, so what else happened between episodes? Did you get killed and not show it on camera? Might as well try to avoid all that type of conversation if possible. Not that I think that would be a huge deal from you fine people, but you never know. Hope Kieran's having a good time. Looks like he's having a blast. So I've only got 2 pieces of animal fat, which I could either put toward fire arrows or explosive cartridges. I feel like the fire arrow would be more useful. Because the explosive cartridge, I can't think of any enemies at any point that are ridiculously stronger than others, like that would be wearing, I don't know, armor or something like that that I would need to shoot with explosive rounds. Whereas an arrow, I could shoot at grass or a bush or something and catch something on fire. I don't know. We'll give ourselves the option anyway. Increase damage and speed. Why not? Alright, let's spam some split point ammo. Actually, let me look. I know what the ingredients are. What are the effects? Crafts 1 split point cartridge. Slightly increased damage and slower deadeye drain when chambered. Alright. This is going to be obnoxious. But I feel like I could use the increased damage and the decreased deadeye drain. Because I've really relied on the tonics to keep the deadeye up during intense firefights, so I know there's some really big firefights in this chapter specifically and later on in the game, so I want to be sure that I'm giving myself every advantage I can. And I'm not going to do this for every weapon right now, don't worry. I'll try to spread it out little by little. Also, I don't know enough about weapons to know if doing this is a legitimate advantage. If anybody knows, maybe they can enlighten the rest of us. But I genuinely have no idea if this would make a difference in real life. Don't have any rifles at this point, and yeah, we're not using a pistol either, so we'll do some repeater cartridges. I'm not going to do all 142 of these, because that would be terrible to do all those at the same time, but we'll give ourselves enough here to get through a firefight or two. Alright, we'll knock out 10 more, then we'll see what's going on around camp. Alright, I think that was 10. I may have lost count, but we're going to roll with it. I need to save this outfit to the horse, because I feel like I may be running up to Valentine a few times during this chapter, which is going to require an average temperature outfit, so I'm going to need to be able to switch back and forth pretty quick. Hopefully it saves, because in Chapter 2, when I set up my outfits initially, it saved the one I was wearing, but then it got rid of the other two for some reason. It's really strange. All right, that's custom outfit 2. What is on the horse? Winter Gunslinger, so that's good for cold. Custom outfit 1. Custom outfit 2. Perfect. See what Mr. Pearson was raising a ruckus about earlier.
Oh, say whatever you damn well please, but I tell you, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna kill somebody.
And if you don't stop hissing at me, I'm gonna kill you.
You come near me, sailor.
What is wrong with you two?
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Was there insufficient feathers in your pillow?
I ain't lazy, Mr. Morgan. I'll work, but not this.
Well, ain't cooking work?
My husband and I, we shared the work. All of it. I was out in the fields. I can hunt, carry a knife, or use a gun. But I tell you, you keep me here, I'll skin this fat old coot and serve him for dinner.
Watch your damn mouth, you crazy goddamn fishwife!
Enough, both of you! Well, come with me then. You want to head out there, run with the men? So be it. But we do more than just hunting. We're hunted. And them things hunting us, so they got guns of their own.
I ain't afraid of dying.
Good. You need anything, Mr. Pearson? Maybe me and Mrs. Adler gonna take a little ride.
Yeah, sure. Here's my list, and can you post this letter for me while you're there?
Sure. Come on, princess. Are you coming with me then, woman?
So I've graduated from chopping vegetables to shopping.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
Watch out for this one. She's a little nutty. Spirited. Maybe
cool
spirited
down
is a better
there yet?
word.
I guess. I ain't no scullion, and I sure as hell ain't taking orders from that sweating half-wit.
I guess we all gotta do our share, princess.
Where's that letter?
Are you reading his mail now?
Oh, robbing and killing's okay, but letter reading's where we draw the line.
Here.
Dear Aunt Kathy,
You are something else.
I haven't heard from you in some time, so I pray to the Lord above that your health has not deteriorated further. Blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Ooh. Wait a sec. Listen to this. Since we last corresponded, I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself. Before you ask, I am still yet to take a wife, but I can assure you it's not for a lack of suitors. You ever actually even talk to a woman he ain't paid for?
Oh, look. We're all hiding behind something.
And what's this? Return to Tacitus Kilgore.
Oh, that. Now, that's Dutch's idea. All mail to be sent to the same alias. Whenever we set up somewhere new, Strauss, he heads into town. Tells them to start expecting mail from a Tacitus Kilgore, whatever they changed it to. Here, give me that back. I got work to do.
She's committed a federal offense.
Yeah.
Ye old lazy town of Rhodes. Pretty sure it wants me to stick this somewhere specific. Drive to the store. That ought to do it.
Okay, here we are.
So, what's the plan? I shoot the shopkeeper while you...
No, you insane?
I thought we was outlaws.
Outlaws, not idiots. We rob fools that rob other people. These people, they're just trying to get by. So you head on in there and you buy us some food to eat. And no guns.
You're sure?
This time, there'll be time for killing soon enough.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go check the mail. Nothing exciting.
Get a move on, will ya?
How are you?
Idiots. Road's big enough for everybody.
Well, never mind.
Here I am outside of camp without my shotgun.
What did you get there, Harold?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What's in the parcel?
Look, it's some ointment, all right? For a private matter. Now, I really must be going. Don't mention this to Vera.
You must have one of those diseases below the belt. If you know what I mean.
Well, hello.
Ain't paid to stand around like saloon whores.
Hello there. Can I help you, mister?
Yes, I would like to post a letter.
All right. Okay, no trouble.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Oh, I do apologize.
I'm not sure that story thread ever comes back. As in, and what I mean by that is, I'm not sure we ever hear from Mr. Pearson's aunt.
Hello.
In other words, all this is a diversion to give Sadie some time to buy some groceries.
A living legend right here.
Did you hurry up already?
I'm working.
What is taking you so long?
Listen, lady, I got it all in the wagon there.
I could train my goat to do this faster.
Let me hustle over there before she hurts somebody.
Got all day.
I'm going as fast as I can here.
Dang, if I can't get rid of all the grain flies.
I think this is everything.
Thanks. Here, take that for yourself, okay?
Thanks.
Well, give it back then. Jesus. I didn't ask for his goddamn help.
Why don't you drive?
Okay.
Come on, lady, get a move on.
I like Sadie or that, not lady.
I know.
Yeah,
So, you get everything?
I think so.
And some new clothes, I see?
Don't start. I can wear what I damn well want. Like I told you, my husband and I shared all the work. I wasn't some little wife with a flower in her hair baking cherry pies all day.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. You sure look the part now. Won't be long before you're smoking cigars and playing the harmonica.
I'll have you know, I used to love playing the harmonica before. Well, my house and everything I own got burned to the ground.
I know. I'm real sorry about what you know. Maybe I'll keep my eye out for another one.
I don't want no pity. Just treat me equal and know nobody's taking nothing from me ever again.
Mm-hmm. Just don't kill the camp cook. Please.
Hey there!
Hey,
What you folks up to?
just heading home.
You're in Lemoyne Raider country.
Keep it cool,
You need to
Sadie.
pay a toll to pass through here.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? How about you pull over right now?
Pull over.
That's what I said.
Hey, how's about this?
He done lost it.
God! Damn! God damn it! Get moving now! Come on! Don't lose it, man! Come on! What the hell was that?
They was gonna rob us. I'm gonna run this son of a bitch down. Put another one in
Well, you wanted to see some action, lady. Now you got your wish.
in the rocks.
You okay there, Sadie?
Of course. You think I can't handle these fools? Almost. Told you I could shoot a gun, didn't I?
I don't remember asking you to prove it.
There, see? Not many still standing now. Run, you goddamn coward! I think we're good here, Arthur. I'm shooting. All right, I'll drive us back.
No, pass those reins here.
Why?
Because you've caused enough trouble already.
I'm fine. Careful! We showed those bastards, huh?
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
And they was clearly planning to bushwhack us.
You did good. But that's a lot of mess to make near camp. Hope it don't bring anyone sniffing around.
Are you gonna tell Dutch?
Maybe. If he asks. But maybe not.
So who did they say they were? Lemoyne Raiders?
Yeah, something like that. Who knows? Anyway, don't you go ribbing Pearson about that letter.
How dare you? I wouldn't dream of it.
Right, you wouldn't.
I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself.
I won't be giving you no mail to post anytime soon, that's for sure.
I just want to peek in that journal of yours. The mind boggles.
Not a chance. Yeah.
Arthur, what the hell?
Do you not like my parking job? Come on now. Pull forward.
Get yourself killed then, Miss Adler.
Not quite.
Well, I'd like to say I missed your refined conversations, but I'd be lying.
I enjoyed myself out there.
Yes, Mrs. Adler did okay.
At shopping?
Yes, that's shopping.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Don't mention it. I would ride with you again, Mrs. Adler, if you will ride with me.
Maybe. If you prove you can handle yourself.
Well, they say I lack finesse, but I ain't afraid of gun smoke.
We got this, Arthur. You've already done me a big favor today. Okay, Miss High and Mighty. And nice pants, by the way.
Oh, shut up.
All right. Sadie Adler, welcome to the team. Somebody said my name. How we doing here? 4:30. So this should be a fun little evening task. I know there's one of those satchels that Pearson can craft, which allows me to hold extra tonics, but
Arthur.
Hey, Mary Beth.
I'm going to need a perfect deer, a perfect buck, and a perfect elk in order to make that. I know there's deer around here. Let me poke around for a minute, see if I can knock out a perfect deer pelt. No signs of tracks. Let me stick close to the water. I believe I see one already. It's only a 2-star. This would be one heck of a shot. Huzzah!
Easy there. Good haul today, girl.
Alright, we'll keep looking. Because it's the pelt I need, so it's not like I'll have to get rid of the carcass or anything. So I'll take the carcass back to camp with me. I can stick the pelt under the carcass. Stop for some sage. Could be used in crafting later. I forget what all I can do with this, but I'll have it in my inventory at least. That's a squirrel by the looks of it. I'll ignore that. Is my horse smart enough to pick this? It is not. What a shame.
Oh, Okay, my girl.
Target acquired. That's a perfect one, too. Oh, don't go away from the water's edge. What are you doing? Outstanding. I better be perfect once I skin it, too. Nice.
Shh, girl, won't take long. You done good, girl. Yeah.
I assume you know you're covered in blood.
Roll
Am I?
well, girl.
I don't think I'm covered in blood.
Good evening.
All okay?
Gentlemen.
Hi, Hosea.
All good, Hosea?
Another busy day.
That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Money in Good. We really needed this. Many thanks, Mr. Morgan. Hey, if you could give me some leatherworking tools, I could make some rugs and blankets and the like out of these hides you're bringing in.
Yep,
Thank
that's
you,
right.
Mr. Pearson.
I gotta purchase the tools. Where do we keep our lockbox these days? I think it's over here behind Dutch's tent.
Evening, Arthur.
Why is it grayed out? Very strange. Let me advance time, get it to the next day, see if that fixes anything.
There she is.
Morning.
That's right. That's why I didn't buy it before it's 225. So what I need to do is donate a little bit over $100, and I'll be able to pick it up. And that way that'll be done and out of the way, so once I track those other pelts down, I'll be able to pick it up. This thing is pretty annoying. It's like it counts up slowly at first, and then it goes sky high so quick. We'll call it an even 150. I forgot to give us a boat, too. It's really only useful in this chapter. I may wind up buying it at some point, or I may wind up doing all my fishing from the shore. To be determined. Well, it's pretty early in the day. What I'm going to do is ride into Rhodes, visit some of their shops, see what I can find. Maybe knock out some purchases before we make too much of a name for ourselves in this town and attract any unwanted attention.
Yeah.
I'm specifically curious to see if the repeating shotgun or the semi-auto shotgun have been unlocked yet. I'll be pleasantly surprised if they have. Given the choice between the two, I'll probably take the semi-auto. I feel like with the fully automatic, I'll wind up wasting shells that I don't need to waste, which is not good. Same thing with like the semi-auto and the Mauser pistols. I always feel like I wind up wasting shots with those.
Morning, buddy.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Good morning.
Stop number 1, gunsmith.
Why, hello. Don't think I've seen you before. Take a study.
Unfortunate. I have no idea when that unlocks.
Much admired in these parts.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something I have to do or if it's based on getting to a certain point in the story. What does he have for rifles? I'm going to hold out for the bolt action. And then once I get the Carcano, I want that one as well. And I think I'll pretty much be set on weapons
I
at that
outfitted
point.
the sheriff and all his deputies, you know. Yes, sir, I did.
I know I've got ammo back at camp, but since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and stock up on as much as I can get. Ah, 30's good. I'm not carrying a pistol at this point, so that'll only be if I pick one up in a pinch or something and I need some bullets for it. I was not doing too hot on ammo. I'm glad I stopped in here. Rifle cartridges. So I'm not carrying a rifle currently, but I know I will be at some point in the future, so I might as well stock up. Varmint. Designed for hunting without damaging pelts. I'll take my chances and use the bow, because I'm not going to use varmint cartridges against people.
I make sure to test all my goods for quality and defects. That's a guarantee.
You know what? Don't mind if I do. Upgrade the gun belt. Do I want the bandolier?
Sold
Gotta
a
be
few of
honest.
those to some very discerning customers.
I'm not a fan of the way the bandolier looks. We'll see if I constantly run out of ammo with those types of weapons, I'll consider it. But I think the bandolier looks a little too aggressive. I don't know if people respond to that differently. Like if I walk into town decked out with bandolier and all kinds of guns draped off me,
That's
do
it
they
for now.
freak out? I don't know, because I've never tried it.
Best of you.
Violence in Valentine. Read all about it.
Yeah,
Well, then.
move out of the darn way.
Morning, friend.
Hello, mister. First time? Candy's in the middle there, next to the cute little dollies and what's left of my self-respect. I have a catalog, too, up here.
Now, let me just look in here.
You ain't lying. Hope some federal comes through. I ain't seen blood in a while. There ain't a man a month.
Yours. Yep.
This guy sells ammo too. I could have come here and done everything in one stop. Oh well. I had to look to see if that shotgun was available. What else does this guy have?
This here store's my whole life. That's why I drink. All right.
Is that guy making kissing noises at me? What is happening?
Okay. Done.
Okay, get all kinds of clothes. I don't want to throw my money away on those. What does he have provisions-wise? Probably, yeah, about what I would expect. I don't eat very much food is the thing, so I'm going to leave that alone. I think with
See
the
that
amount...
statue outside? The one to fallen soldiers? Old Major Crawley put it up. He sometimes pops in here, you know.
That should be good.
I think with the amount of rest I'm getting back at camp, my cores pretty much stay topped off.
Good day to you.
Okay then, girl.
Do now is head back to camp, talk to Dutch. We haven't talked to the boss man since we've been at this new location.
Yep.
There, that's him.
Oh shoot.
Otherwise, you're coloring this ground red real quick. I'm telling you again, don't move!
Let's just all take a breath here.
Lobos won't like me when I'm angry. You all saw it. They started it. I was out for a nice stroll. I didn't do anything wrong. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Okay.
Turkey, get out the bow. Might as well take it back to camp since it's on the way.
Come on, girl. Yeah.
Hey! Who's there?
It's Arthur!
The hero returned.
Arthur?
Miss Karen, how you getting on?
Fine so far. To think I was once a damsel in distress, and now they got me protecting the men.
Just stay alert.
Oh, I shall do. If anyone tries me, I'll blow their heads off.
Easy, girl. Easy there. Easy. You're okay.
I don't know why my horse is freaking out so much.
Mr. Bell? Hello?
Hello, gentlemen. Smile. You're good health.
Another. We taking holy orders?
Are you okay?
Just in time, Mr. Morgan.
Can't complain.
Thank you, Arthur.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Listen. You boys saved me from being eaten alive. Folk die. That woman nags. Life is brutal, brief,
Good morning,
random.
Arthur.
But liquor
Susan!
is wonderful.
Well said.
This gang needs a vacation from themselves.
Wonderful. How you doing, old friend? Fine. It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Got a whole lake right behind you, dude. No fish in that? Come on. Who does he take me for, an idiot?
on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in?
Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over, Dutch.
Always dream crushing and bubble bursting, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing.
Come on, then.
Yeah! Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
A curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived. How well we have fought. Especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but...
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
Hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
Well, look who it is.
Bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur!
Chase wanted man.
And take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train. And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry!
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
A little bit of light shenanigans.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellas wanted for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No! Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Look at you two fellas all cuddled up.
Idiots.
Idiot! Now get after the others, come on! The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train.
Come on, girl, push it. Push it.
See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
I didn't do nothing. Law, Bill. Damn fool.
Stay on them.
You're only making it worse.
Come on, shitbag. Come on, Mr. Callahan. I'm relying on you.
Bastard! Damn bastard! Get the hell away from me!
Have this. Hit like a child.
So far, so good. Give me my hat back. Let me use some stamina here. Might as well fortify the health while I'm at it.
Alloy! Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
Do we need to bother?
Let me go.
I can't do that.
Young man, put that knife down this instant.
Just don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Sadly so. Just subdue him and we'll take him in, all right?
Come on. Come on.
I'm right out here if you need me. Tempting as it might be, do not kill him.
Need some gin? Come on.
I don't think I can open the door from the outside, unfortunately.
Go down, you miserable, unmentionable. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Give me my hat back.
Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Oh, these fistfights are not my favorite thing.
Bring him out here.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
We take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
We're gonna bear left here.
That's enough for one day.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
I love how the deputy hit that guy and kept going like nothing happened.
Hey, fellas.
Bring him in so we can show Sheriff Gray.
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Hosea, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
Well, there's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents or some such.
Super agents? I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Tom fell off his ladder yesterday. I think he would have died if it weren't for that bale of hay.
Is that right? Yeah.
So we have a band of thieves that has found ourselves in the middle of a blood feud that goes back a few decades.
All right, gentlemen, follow me.
What could possibly go wrong? Aside from everything. Now Hosea is going to hit somebody.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gregg?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us. A little hiding in plain sight.
I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight.
But sometimes more smartly than others.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Van der Linde. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought. This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Oh.
Yeah, Trelawney's one. I have a hard time remembering his story from the game because he's in and out so much. So it's kind of fun revisiting all the scenes he's in and trying to remember what all he does.
Be good to get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do, too. Keep going.
Maybe this will get my stamina up. If so, that canoe's could definitely be worth it, because if paddling around in a lake gets my stamina up, then it could be a pretty good way to go about it.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
Did I not equip the lure? What's going on?
They're nibbling. Got 'em. Arthur, you have to catch one at least. You got a bite
Okay.
there, Arthur.
It's reeling,
Fish on
okay.
the line, Arthur.
I think that's a bite. There, hooked him.
I don't think I've ever caught a sturgeon here before, but I might have one here, because he's putting up a good fight.
That feels like a bite.
No,
Got
never
one.
mind. That's too small.
Damn it, I lost him.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckons.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
You hooked him.
There you go. That's a nice one.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Nice, you hooked him.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him. Right to the end.
I hit the wrong button.
I remember us saying
Oh,
how
well.
Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. That's on the hook, Arthur. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. You got something biting, Arthur. Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Fun fact, you can go see that grave in Blackwater. I won't be doing that because there's bounty hunters all over the place out there, but it does exist. I found it before. And I forgot he mentioned anything about it. When I found it, I was like, oh, what is that doing here?
Not bad, Arthur.
I got a bite. Ha! Got ya!
Let's see, we'll go one more. Make up for the one I threw back on accident.
Arthur's got a bite.
Now reel him in, Arthur. Nicely done, Arthur.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. I think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Oh, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Aha!
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea.
Yes.
How about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we be 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
That's one thing about this game. They've got plenty of ways to offset all the high action sequences, like that fishing mission we just did. You don't have to do that. You could get to the end of...
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
Well,
Piss
I
off.
think we can leave it at that, don't you?
Your loss, Arthur.
Anyway, you can completely skip that fishing segment right there. You can finish that mission in Rhodes, but they throw those missions in there to, give you some time with the characters and have some unique dialogue options and musical numbers in that case that you wouldn't otherwise find. And I'm sure there's still some hidden dialogue in here I've never found. Because I know for a fact there were some side missions I didn't do on the first time I played through this game. And hanging around camp, I know you can hear some different dialogue from people that you wouldn't hear otherwise if you're flying through this trying to do the missions as quickly as possible. Anyway, let me see if I can save the game. Yep, save current progress. As you can see, we got a brand new chapter, so I created another save point at the start of chapter 3. I'm going to override this other one here. And we will call it an episode. 10 episodes in, we live to fight another day, easing our way into chapter 3 here, and we'll pick up with the madness in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you then.